Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I know we've been away for a couple of weeks and took a hiatus, but we're here once again on a Thursday night with the Global Racing League and the Global Racing ARCA Series here overseas, over here in Japan. It was quite a plane ride to get over here with all these cars. We had to check them in as they did not fit in the stowaway little basket there. But here we are here for the overseas 150 at Twin. I can't ever say the word right, so we're just going to say the Twin Peaks track over here in Japan. Nope, let me see. Let's get that. Let's get this over here real quick. All right. We're watching the 14th of Don Blazer, now the 8th of Stephen Hayes, getting some practice in. As y'all can see by the map up here in the top right corner, this is what we call, I like to call a egg-shaped track where one side is a lot sharper than the other side. You got a real sweeping turn between 1 and 2, but down 3 and 4 you have to get on that brakes and get around that track. I have not done any laps around this track. I just bought the track right before we went on air, so I do not have a lot of information on here, but it's definitely a odd shaped track. Reminds me a lot of Darlington, as back in the day Darlington has this pond that sits in turns 1 and 2, and it makes it for a really sharp turn. That's what we have here tonight, here at the Twins, and over here in Japan. So far, currently, after practice is over, and Jacob Perkins was the quickest in practice, followed by a close Michael Hayes. But now we're going to see qualifying Daniel Ott in that Dan O's number 4. One of the first guys to take the track. You got 2 laps to qualify with. As you see, 63 of Jacob Perkins. And why these guys do some qualifying, let's go ahead and give you the sum of what's going on here at the Global ARCA Series here. We'll bring up the standings. Let me bring up the standings here really quick. Point standings. After 3 races, Stephen Hayes is atop the leaderboard up there. But only 1 point separates him from the second place runner of Daniel Ott. So good close battling going on for the top 2 positions. And you might as well head throw in the top 3 positions. Justin LeBlanc is only 12 points behind our leader here. Jacob Perkins, he's up 29 behind the leader. So it's good, tight battling up there front. DJ Honeycutt, our last year's winner, our last year's champion, our last season champion, he's currently sitting in the 10th spot. So he's got a big hill to climb. He's got 94 points to make up in the next 10 races. So we might, if he's unable to do that, we might see a new winner this season. Who that will be, we do not know. There's a lot of guys up there vying for that top position. Stephen Hayes, Daniel Ott, Justin LeBlanc, Jacob Perkins, and Jeremy Richmond, all in their close-knit 39 separates first to fifth. Jacob Perkins currently sitting up there in a top position. See Steve Gerber out there across the finish line. Going to be 13th quickest so far. Currently, Jacob Perkins, Stephen Hayes, DJ Honeycutt, your top three on the leaderboard right now. We're watching Steve Gerber out there still being jumps up to the 8th position, and at 19, as we see the 42. Who is the 42? Philip Wilkinson go around 16th quickest. The only one that's not quicker than Philip Wilson is Hector Garcia, and he has not qualified. So there you go. All right. So there's about 25 seconds left of qualifying here at the Twin Racetrack here in Japan. And I really need to figure out what the name of this is. Twin Ring Montage. There you go. So we're just gonna call it the Twin Ring here in Japan. As you see the Japanese writing on the wall, and we are gonna grid up here. Let's okay, my overlays or my thing is not working like it's supposed to be. All right, so Jacob Perkins is going to be your pole sitter tonight. Stephen Hayes, DJ Honeycutt, Michael Hayes, Tyler Honeycutt, Mark Sherwood, Donnie Honeycutt, Steve Gerber, Justin LeBlanc, Jeremy Richmond, Dwayne Honeycutt, Daniel Ott, Don Blazers, Ricky Mosier, Ron Harrington from Ronsters Wraps. If you don't look good, he doesn't look good. Get your paints at Ronsters Wraps. You can find them on Discord at Ronsters Wraps, and you can also find them on iRacing. Ron Harrington. Send him a message if you need a good paint scheme. Philip Wilkinson is going to be 16th, and Hector Garcia is going to be 17th, and our final driver out there tonight. Looks like we're going to have all 17 cars take the field. See the 63 of Jacob Perkins, our pole setter tonight. Well, welcome everybody in over on YouTube and Twitch. Glad y'all could make it. I know y'all have any other choice to do something on Thursday, but listening to me fumble on my words and watching some good racing seemed to be good for you. So, and if any of you guys out there is Zaniel, I remembered your name after I had to think about it for 5 minutes. At short tracks, they usually do about 2 laps of the pace speed. The pace lights are out, looks like. So here in a second, the pace car should drop down, and here it goes, drops down gives the lead over to Jacob Perkins, who's going to take him to the green flag. There you go. Green flag going into one. Jacob Perkins gets a good jump, takes the lead. DJ Honeycutt coming underneath Stephen Hayes for second place. Side by side for second place between Stephen Hayes and DJ Honeycutt. Stephen Hayes, current points leader coming in tonight's race. Got to be careful if he wants to keep a hold of that lead, because everything is real close. 1 point separates him and who did we say? Somebody else for that top spot. Stephen Hayes is able to take over second place from DJ Honeycutt. Definitely going to be a tire management race. These shorter tracks and these tracks that you got to get down on your brakes, they tend to eat up tires a lot quicker than the say the 1.5 mile and 2 mile tracks. So tire management is definitely going to be a key. These guys got 3 sets of tires in the pits. I think they are running 60% on the fuel. I believe that's what I heard in the drivers meeting. I could be wrong. Right now, everything seems to be panning out. We got a little bit of group back here, starting with Steve Gerber. Back here, sitting there in 8th spot. Justin LeBlanc right behind him with Daniel Ott. Daniel Ott is the guy that is in second place in the points lead, so he wants to get up there and get behind Steven or get in front of Steven. It's very important for him to get going early. He does not want Steven to run away with it. Tucks in behind Justin LeBlanc one more time. Right behind Daniel Ott is Don Blazer in that number 14 DeWalt machine over there. Right behind him is Ricky Mosier and Mark Sherwood. Back up front, Jacob Perkins setting a really good speed right now, sitting there at his 37.286 compared. But he's not the quickest guy. DJ Honeycutt right now is the quickest guy on the track with a 37.2. And that just switched over as they went across the start-finish line. Jacob Perkins is just quite a little bit quicker than DJ Honeycutt right now. Back here in I Am Batman 99 Chevrolet, Michael Hayes sitting there in 4th place. Some battling going on back here. Ron Harrington getting around Philip Wilkinson. I don't know why it looks like everything is slow-mo in this. I'm not sure why that was, but the hell is going on with my okay, why is everything look like it's ever going in slow motion here? Oh, because we're under yellow. My thing. I apologize. I'm sitting there freaking out. I'm like, why like that? And I got the volume down, so I did not hear the yellow coming out. Let's go back and see if we can find out what happened. Look like maybe Don Blazer, it's falling all the way back to 17th. So let's go back and look at it and see if we can. Oh, looks like him and Daniel Ott might have got together. Oh, yeah. It looked Don gets loose and collects Daniel Ott. Man, that's a hard hit for both Daniel Ott, our second place in points. Don Blazer right up there in the top 6 in points. So they're both going to take a big hit. See if we can slow this down here. You see Don just losing control of the car and coming right down on the 4 of Daniel Ott. So everybody knows Don knows he probably feels hellacious, terrible right now. We'll go back and watch it one more time. Let's watch what Daniel Ott sees from the cockpit view. Daniel Ott looked like he had a run going up there. 14 loses the back end and collects, but Daniel Ott out moving. Hopefully aerodynamics not a big deal here in the twin ring here in Japan. So maybe everybody will be okay. We'll keep an eye on those two guys. Daniel Ott, a lot of damage to the front end of that car. Don Blazer doesn't look too bad for his hit. All right, still early in the race, 8 laps in. Anybody got an opinion of who they think is going to win this race? Looks like Stephen Hayes is going to take over ownership. I think, yeah, he stayed out on older tires, and I think Jacob Perkins came in. Yeah, Jacob Perkins, Mark Sherwood, Daniel Ott, Don Blazer came in, changed tires, and got fuel. So a lot of different strategy, and we're back to green flag racing. I gotta turn my TV up so I can hear this stuff. Green flag back in the air. Stephen Hayes, points leader, race leader out front of DJ Honeycutt and Mike Hayes. It's a Hayes and a Honeycutt front 4 as Donnie Honeycutt sitting there in 4th place. Tyler Honeycutt in 7th or in 5th. So top 5, top 6 are filled with a bunch of, oh no, Steve Gerber says we ain't having that. He takes the 5th place away from Tyler Honeycutt. Sets his sights on Elder Honeycutt and Donnie Honeycutt. So I'm gonna break this little Honeycutt festival up. Don Blazer doesn't look like he's too bad off, passing Hector Garcia in that San Diego Padres number 5. Congratulations, San Diego, for making the playoffs. They got to play the Mets starting tomorrow, I do believe. Oh, big accident! Oh my goodness! Oh, Jacob Perkins, our pole setter, is involved. Let's go back and find out what happened right here. Under caution for the 2nd time. We're just watching Don and them, and let's see what happened here. Let's go up a couple. Let me see. Let's go up with a 7 car. Let's see what happened with 7 car there. Let's see what happens. Oh, 7 car gets in a quarter panel of Justin LeBlanc in the 85. Oh, Don collects Jacob Perkins, and everybody's, 66 of Ron Harrington gets involved after he gets away from it. Oh man, a lot of cars involved in this one. So many cars can. Looks like Don Blazer's definitely done for the day. His car is smoking real bad. He came in. Looks like a lot of damage done to Tyler Honeycutt's car. Look at Ron Harrington. Might be all right. Looks like I think he just got sideswiped towards the end of that. So him and Mark Sherwood should be all right. Their cars look pretty well. Let's go and find Mr. Perkins. Where's Mr. Perkins at? Jacob Perkins. He was a victim of those 4 fresh tires syndrome, where he was put in the back. But he don't look too bad. He's going to come in there and get some damage looked at and see how bad it is. And so is Justin LeBlanc and Hector Garcia. Jacob Perkins still spending a good bit of time on pit road trying to get as much damage as he can fixed before the pace car comes back around. You see Stephen Hayes still staying out. He's going to continue to lead the twin ring overseas 150. Stephen Hayes out front. He's already got a win this year. I think he got a win last week at Homestead. Was feeling a little bit under the weather last week. I took a nap when I got home from work and slept right through to 4 o'clock the next morning. So wasn't able to broadcast last week's race, but here I am making up for it. I'm gonna give this one to the guys for free. Ain't gonna charge them anything. Right, we're gonna go back to green flag racing. Pace lights are out. Pace cars down into pit road. Stephen Hayes slow rolling, takes the green flag on a slow roll. Donnie Honeycutt. Oh, we got more accidents. Happening in the back. No, oh, yellow is finally out. Looks like Mark Sherwood was involved in this one as well. With the Philip Wilkinson. Mark Sherwood is now smoking. Let's go back here and find out what happened. Looked like somebody might have missed a shift there. Well, that was the weirdest crash I've ever seen in my life, to tell you the truth. Doesn't look like anything should have. That was kind of weird. And Donnie, or not Donnie, but Dwayne Honeycutt involved in there as well. I mean, I'm not real entirely sure about that, but it looks like iRacing overreacted there to some contacts at that rate of speed. That car should not have flown like that at that rate of speed. Guys just got taken off, barely touched each other, and then both of them shoots to separate sides of the track. I think a lot of that was iRacing overreacting. Why do I hear? I do apologize. I'm trying to work on this sound issue here. I do apologize. I'm trying to work on this sound issue here. There we go. Do apologize for that. I do not know why that Oculus was freaking sound was going off. But you guys don't ever listen. Y'all watch the race without listening to me, anyways. That's some good advice right there. Stephen Hayes continuing to lead. Has not pitted yet. He's got 17 laps. Old tires. Jacob Perkins got 5 laps. Pace car lights are out. We're going to go one more time around under pace speed. Then we're going to get right back to full speed. Looks like we have, let me see. We still have 13 cars on the lead lap. Dwayne Honeycutt back out there on the tail end of the lead lap. So out there, he's gotten involved in a couple of accidents. None of his doing. But he gets his stuff fixed and gets back out there. So definitely a good testament to Dwayne Honeycutt out there. See Steve Gerber now in 3rd place, right there behind Stephen Hayes. Green flag in the air. Stephen Hayes, big jump. Pulls in front of DJ Honeycutt. DJ Honeycutt and Steve Gerber now fighting for 2nd place. Both guys on the same set of tires as they started this race. Give the advantage to DJ Honeycutt. Just slightly gets back in front of Steve Gerber. But back here, Jacob Perkins up to 6th place. First car with some fresh tires. Him and Jeremy Richmond right there behind him. Got 8 lap older tires, or 8 lap old tires compared to Stephen Hayes' 20 lap old tires. See Daniel out there in 5th place with that smushed in front end, so he's doing everything he can do to stay in the race and stay in the points hunt. against Stephen Hayes. Stephen Hayes, DJ Honeycutt, Steve Gerber, your top three guys. Donnie Honeycutt in fourth and Daniel Ott fifth. Daniel Ott being pressured by Jacob Perkins in that 63. I don't know what his sponsor is, but we're going to say it's Nitro, powered by Nitro. That's Nitro setups. Nitro has some pretty good setups. Every setup is not going to be the greatest setup for everybody, but Nitro does produce some good setups. If you can drive their setups, then you're going to be fast. Now putting the pressure on Daniel Ott in that number 4. Daniel Ott sitting in 4th. Jacob Perkins 5th. Donnie Honeycutt all the way back to 6th place. Under fire from Jeremy Richmond. Looks like Jeremy Richmond is going to be able to take. Jacob Perkins takes 4th from Daniel Ott. Put Daniel Ott back in 5th place now. DJ Honeycutt, fastest driver on the track that last lap, right there behind Stephen Hayes now. Now they're going to have the slow car of Hector Garcia right there to 10 with as well. Hector stays high so these guys can go low on him. Gives them all the room in the world. Hector still trying to get his feet underneath him down here in ARCA. Stephen Hayes continuing to lead DJ Honeycutt. DJ Honeycutt pressing the back of that 8 car. Last season's champion. Putting the pressure on this year's points leader. Back here you see Steve Gerber getting around Hector Garcia in 3rd place. That 63 Nitro machine getting bigger and bigger in his rear view mirror. Michael Hayes on the same strategy as the 63 car. Both have 15 lap old tires on now. Stephen Hayes, 28 laps on his tire, under fire from the 15th of DJ Honeycutt. Oh, DJ might have got close to that wall there. And a track like the Twin Ring here in Japan, it's usually a one-line track. If Stephen Hayes is able to control that bottom lane, it's going to be very hard for the 15 of DJ Honeycutt to get around him. Got some action going on back here. Like Ron Harrington with top 10 showing tonight. Nice job by him. Philip Wilkinson over here in 11th place was involved in that restart accident. Got a lot of damage on that right side right there. And Dwayne Honeycutt is just trying to milk this race for all of its worth. He's one lap down in 12th spot right now. Like Daniel Ott is taking his car behind the wall and is giving up tonight. So he's going to take a real big hit in the points tonight. Don Blazer as well. Hector Garcia and Tyler Honeycutt all behind the wall, I do believe. Hold on. No, Tyler Honeycutt's still here. Don Blazer's still here. Don Blazer's trying to make up some time. He's only 6 laps down. He was smoking at one time, but smoking is gone. The smoke is gone. Car's fixed. He's back out there. Hector Garcia, he is out there as well. Tyler Honeycutt's out there. Mark Sherwood still in the pits getting car fixed, but his car is still on the track. So the only guy right now out off the track is Daniel Ott. Back up front, Stephen Hayes continuing to lead. DJ Honeycutt right there, not going anywhere. Waiting for Stephen Hayes to make a mistake so he can capitalize. As you see, DJ now looking on the inside. Tired of waiting for the mistake to happen. He goes and forces his way down to the bottom. Oh, wow, that was close. Going 3 wide with our leaders, Stephen Hayes up onto the wall. DJ Honeycutt down on the bottom. Race for the lead right here, ladies and gentlemen. Side by side going into turns 3 and 4. DJ Honeycutt's going to do a slide job. Will Stephen Hayes try to do a crossover? No, just sits. He just gets right there behind him. And I think the 8 has used up those tires. And now DJ Honeycutt, who has been real known for saving them tires, he actually gets people quite sick about talking about, oh, our points leader hits the wall pretty hard. Don't know how much damage is done on that right side, but we'll keep an eye on it. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit further back in the pack, Michael Hayes has gotten around Jacob Perkins. Now sets his sight on Steve Gerber. Last time by, even though DJ Honeycutt has older tires than, say, Michael Hayes and Jacob Perkins, was quickest on the track that last time by, but Michael Hayes was battling with Jacob Perkins. So battle shaping up for the third position. Mike Hayes putting the pressure on the 19 of Steve Gerber. Lap 36 of 100, a third of the way through here. Mike Hayes looking on the top side, seeing if he can make a run on that outside. See if he can get that exit speed on that top side, carry that momentum coming out of turns 2. Still side by side going into turns 3 and 4. Steve Gerber and Mike Hayes door to door for third place. Mike Hayes finally gets around Steve Gerber. Good battle between those two guys. Now sets his sight on younger brother Stephen Hayes, who has backed off of our leader by a second and a half. Don Blazer 6 laps down, just passing Philip Wilkinson to get that 12th spot. Don Blazer top 6 in points right now, so he wants to get every point he can possibly get. There's still a couple guys out there that he might be able to chase down if the caution flags come out. You see Dwayne Honeycutt, he's 1 lap down, sitting there battling with nephew Tyler there. Tyler Honeycutt back here in the 15th spot, 10 laps down. Hector Garcia being shown in the 13th spot. Hector Garcia, really good kid. Like to see him do good. One of these days we're going to see him in the top 3. If not winning a race, he keeps on doing what he's doing and learning the racecraft. Approaching halfway. Got about 8 more laps. The leader DJ Honeycutt looking for his first win, I do believe, for the season. Let's go here and check. We're going to go check that. Yeah, DJ Honeycutt looking for his first win this season. Current winners right now, Stephen Hayes, Austin McGill, and Jeremy Richmond. Those are your 3 winners so far this year. Looks like Jeremy Richmond is coming down pit road. He's had enough of those tires. He wants new ones. Can't see who that is that came down with him. Looked like maybe Ricky Mosier came down. No, Ricky Mosier. That wasn't Ricky Mosier. Justin Blanc, haven't talked much about him. He's sitting there in 6th place right now. He's got fresher tires than DJ and Steven do, but he's back here in 6th place trying to hunt down Jacob Perkins. Michael Hayes has caught younger brother Steven and try to take over that 2nd position away from Stephen Hayes. Is able to make it easily around Stephen with some worn tires. Now he sets his sights on DJ Honeycutt. Ron Harrington back here in 11th spot. Has just came out of the pit road, so that was the other guy that was down pit road, Ron Harrington. So he's got fresh tires now. Should be picking up some speed on the rest of these guys. 3 laps down, Ron is. So you can try to chase down Dwayne Honeycutt for that 10th spot. Last time by, Michael Hayes 1/10 quicker than our leader. Stephen Hayes coming down pit road. Started losing a lot of time, these guys. Now's the best time as any. When are we going to see, now that 2nd place or 3rd place Stephen Hayes has gone down pit road, when are we going to see the 15 car come down? He might be waiting for that yellow flag to come out. And DJ Honeycutt continuing to stay out. Now is quicker than Michael Hayes in 2nd place. So DJ doing a very good job of being able to save his tires. About to be 50 laps on these tires. I think everybody should be worried that he's quicker than them on older tires. Michael Hayes barely faster that last time around. Hector Garcia with them fresh tires, getting back around the 19 of Steve Gerber. I definitely like Hector Garcia. Knows he's got fresher tires. Passes Gerb on the outside, but still gives him plenty of room in case Gerb's got to come up. So hats off to Mr. Hector Garcia for doing some good, clean racing out there. Jacob Perkins coming off of pit road. Gonna fall all the way back to the 9th spot. Pole setter for tonight's race. Did an early pit on an early caution, got back in the back, got involved in a incident for the second caution. Now he's just been trying to battle his way back up into the top 5 all race long on different pit strategies than everybody else. DJ just on a pit strategy of his own. 53 laps now on those tires. Steve Gerber now coming down pit road. Donnie Honeycutt as well coming off pit road now. DJ Honeycutt continuing to stay out there. 57 laps on these tires. Justin LeBlanc now in second place as Michael Hayes has just now went in pit road and is back out. Losing a lot of spots right now, back to 5th place. The question is, when DJ comes down, as you see he's coming down now, how far is he going to fall? See Justin LeBlanc coming around. Justin LeBlanc also in that hunt for that lead, that points lead. So he's going to stay out a little bit longer just to get those 5 extra bonus points, or those 3 bonus points for leading a lap, or the 1 point for leading a lap. DJ now coming back off pit road. Stephen Hayes is going to get around him. How far will DJ fall? As you see, next guy in line is Jeremy Richmond. Justin Blanc on some 47 lap old tires, but has a lead of 20 seconds over Stephen Hayes. We'll see how long Justin LeBlanc's going to want to stay out there. Stephen Hayes sitting there in second place has a almost a 6-second lead, a little bit over 5.5 seconds lead over DJ Honeycutt, but DJ is moving very fast. I think DJ might have gotten himself hurt staying out as long as he did, allowing Stephen Hayes to pull 13 laps faster times than DJ did. And so we got a 6-second gap between second place Stephen Hayes and third place DJ Honeycutt. Back here battling Steve Gerber passing Jacob Perkins. Justin LeBlanc coming down pit road and leaving pit road. That was a quick stop for Justin LeBlanc. I don't know if he might have just took no, he was in there long enough to take all 4 tires. That's going to give the lead back over to Stephen Hayes. 4.2 second lead over DJ Honeycutt. We have 38 laps to go. Barring any caution, it's going to be very exciting because DJ Honeycutt definitely has the longer run vehicle than Stephen Hayes, but he's got a 4-second gap he has to overcome. Right now, it's Stephen Hayes out front. DJ Honeycutt shown in second. Michael Hayes third. Steve Gerber just now taking over the 4th place from Jeremy Richmond. Back here in 5th place, Jacob Perkins, our pole sitter tonight. He's sitting here in 6th place. Justin Blanc giving up the lead, falls back to 7th. Donnie Honeycutt is having a pretty good run tonight. He's sitting there in 8th. Ricky Mosier, another one of those guys that started his career with us at ARCA, has moved up to the truck, but comes back here in the ARCA to help with his racecraft a little bit more. DJ works with him a lot, and he has improved greatly. The 35, Ricky Mosier. 10th place is going to go to Dwayne Honeycutt, making it back on the lead lap. He's on the tail end of the lead lap, but he is on the lead lap. Don Blazer, first car, hold on a minute. Yeah, first car lap down, 7 laps down, sitting there in 11th place. Hector Garcia is 12th. Tyler Honeycutt is 13th. Still on the track. Ron Harrington sitting on pit road. He'll be the first one to tell you he's a better driver than he is he's a better painter than he is a driver, but we love him. Daniel Ott and Phil Wilkinson off of the track. But Mark Sherwood still sitting there on pit road, 47 laps down. The gap between DJ Honeycutt and Stephen Hayes now down to 2 seconds. Stephen Hayes, his tires have gone away with him. Last time by, ran a 38.337 comparatively to DJ Honeycutt's 37.820. So almost a half a second quicker than Stephen Hayes. And you see DJ Honeycutt right there behind Uncle Dwayne there. And hopefully for me, we were gonna wrap this up in regulation time, no overtime. Some broadcasters have to go to a regular job at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, so we need our beauty sleep. And trust me, I need a lot of it. Ron Harrington giving us a update on his situation. He decided it was time to totally get out of the way. So glad you came out, Ron. Man, always happy to have you on the track. And like I said before, rosters wraps. If you don't look good, he don't look good. Go get your paint schemes from Monster Wraps. Find them on Discord and iRacing. Battle for the lead heating up. Stephen Hayes has got himself a visitor on the back end. Here comes DJ Honeycutt underneath. DJ wanting that first win of the season. Blows by the 8 car. Put the 15 back up front. Give Stephen Hayes second. Michael Hayes still being shown in third place. Now the question is, does Michael Hayes have enough time to catch younger brother Stephen Hayes, gain some points on him as well? Right here, a pole setter, Jacob Perkins, back here in 5th place. Apologize, y'all know it's about that time of the night where I start doing my yawning. And Ron gets on and yells at me for yawning because it makes him want to yawn. DJ putting younger brother Tyler Honeycutt another lap down. If we go green, it's definitely going to be DJ Honeycutt's race to win or lose on his own. He's got a 1.2 second lead over second place Stephen Hayes. Steve Gerber showing in 4th place. Having a good run for Steve tonight. But your rider's sitting there riding shotgun. Don Blazer, first car laps down, 6, 7 laps. Nope, sorry, Dwayne Honeycutt just got put a lap down. So Don Blazer 7 laps down, but sitting there in 11th place. He knows what's at stake. He's up there battling for that top 5 positions as well as everybody else up there. So definitely every point counts here at Global Racing. Jeremy Richmond coming down pit road once again. I know one driver who will not be coming down pit road again, and that's our leader, DJ Honeycutt. There's 24 laps to go. Your leader, DJ Honeycutt, putting on a clinic here at Twin Ring Montage here in Japan. And I don't know what city in Japan it is, so we're just going to say Japan. Now the gap between Stephen Hayes and Michael Hayes down to about just about 4 seconds. Michael Hayes not faster than younger brother, even though he's got fresher tires than Stephen Hayes does. I guess he's 4/10 quicker now. So yeah, Michael Hayes trying to shrink that gap between him and Stephen Hayes and maybe try to get that second place away from the little guy. It's like when they were kids and Michael would give Stephen noogies because he was bigger than him. Stephen would go cry to mommy, and then take her to a race at Texas Motor Speedway. Jeremy Richmond, after taking an additional pit stop, he's fallen back to 9th place. Ricky Mosier being threatened to go 1 lap down by the boss. About to be 20 laps to go in the 4th race of the season. DJ Honeycutt out front looking for his first win of the year. Missed the first race of the year. Started his three-peat campaign in the hole. Michael Hayes within 3 seconds of younger brother Stephen Hayes. I do apologize for that. DJ Honeycutt, you're leader tonight, so we're going to throw it on the most exciting and see what it comes up with. Right now, it's showing DJ Honeycutt in that 15 Sparko. I guess so. DJ Honeycutt still running 38 fours compared to Stephen Hayes' 39 ones. Michael Hayes running 38.5s. And he is within a second of not Miami. Within a second, he's taken over second place away from Stephen Hayes. Okay, all right. So, silly enough, my TV just decided to shut off. So, I don't know what is going on. You guys know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. All right, we're back. Michael Hayes in second place. DJ Honeycutt showing the way, putting people more laps down. Approaching 10 laps to go. Right now we're sitting at 14 laps. Approximately about 8 minutes left of racing to go. And Cat, don't you do it. Give a big shout out to everybody on YouTube who tuned in tonight. And thanks for Ron Harrington for commenting. I would say subscribe and like and everything like that, but it's not that important that you do it. If you want to, you can, but if not, I really don't care. Dislike it more than I'd rather you dislike it more than you like it. Just because, I'm a little evil. But who's really evil? DJ Honeycutt, because he's not giving anybody a chance to do anything. 10-second lead over second place Michael Hayes. Approaching 10 laps to go. It's definitely DJ Honeycutt's race to lose, barring any kind of caution. Watching Jacob Perkins sitting there in 6th place. Good run for him. He's trying to climb up the point standings as well. Steve Gerber in 19. That 19 car sitting there in 4th place. He's about 2/10 quicker than Stephen Hayes. Don't think he's going to have enough time to capitalize on that. Mike Hayes now getting around the 14 of Don Blazer. DJ coming around to take the 5 to go. Like I said, right now it is DJ's race to lose if he sees fit. But I know one thing, he is taking it easy as possible. He's got a 12-second lead. He does not need to keep it gunned up. Just take it easy going around these last few laps. And he'll come home with the first victory of the season. With 2 laps to go, DJ Honeycutt out front. Well, 2.5 laps to go. I thought he was coming around 3 and 4. So at the line, we're going to have 2 to go. .5-second lead over Michael Hayes. Another 5 seconds back from that. Stephen Hayes, Steve Gerber, 21 seconds behind in 4th place. Justin LeBlanc, 5th. Jacob Perkins, 6th. Donnie Honeycutt, first car lap down in 7th place. White flag in the air. One more time around. DJ coming to turns 3. front stretch one last time. DJ Honeycutt takes the checkered flag. And what seems like an eternity later, Mike Hayes takes second place. Third place, Stephen Hayes. Justin LeBlanc coming back, getting around. Steve Gerber for fourth. Stephen Hayes fifth. Steve Gerber fifth. Jacob Perkins going to come home sixth. That is your top 6 cars on the lead lap. Seventh is Donnie Honeycutt, 1 lap down. Ricky Mosier, 1 lap down in eighth. Jeremy Richmond, 1 lap down in ninth. Dwayne Honeycutt, 2 laps down in 10th. Don Blazer, 8 laps down, 11th. Tyler Honeycutt, 11 laps down. As you see, Donnie Honeycutt celebrating with DJ and as well as Michael Hayes out there. Oh, Stephen Hayes comes out and says, you can't celebrate like that, boy. It's like a honeycutt blow up. All right, so let's get to these interviews real quick as Michael Hayes comes back in and does a little bit more damage. I think everybody just go out there and do some burnouts. I mean, pretty much half the field's out there right now. Hector Garcia getting involved in it. All right, well, let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pause that right there. And we're going to bring up our third place finisher tonight. Stephen Hayes had a very quick car. Led a lot of laps, had a very quick car. Just couldn't save enough tires or have a different strategy to overcome Donnie Honeycutt. But guess what? He's still going to come away with those points lead. Stephen Hayes, Mike Leshner booth. You got a copy? I can't hear you, Stephen. Let me see here. I am not hearing you. Let me see here. We are having some technical difficulties. I do apologize.
Can you hear me?
Stephen Hayes. I'm going to mute you and then I'm going to unmute you. All right.
Hello.
All right, Stephen, your mic might be on your.
There, hello.
Still can't hear you. Turn you up a little bit there.
Hello.
Still not being able to hear you. All right, well, we're going to get back to Stephen Hayes here in a second. We're going to see if he can reset his whatever it is. We're going to send him up to general. So we are going to talk to. Hold on. I'm really. All right. Let's go ahead and just make everything so difficult. I hate computers. I hate them. All right, so we are having some technical difficulties here, people. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find. Let's find Michael Hayes here. There he is. Let's bring Michael Hayes down here. Runner-up position. Michael Hayes, Mike Leshner booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess this is I guess this must be my issue because I am unable to hear anybody. Let's see if
Can you hear me now?
Oh, now we can hear you. Yes, sir. Now we can hear you.
What's up?
All right, man. Well, you you put a good show on there at the end of the race. Towards the end of the race, you find enough speed to get around Steven there and to take second place, man. How was your car and how was the racing tonight?
These cars were tight as heck, man. They're hard to drive. I don't know how DJ was saving that much tires, but man, he was fast. Those things are tough to drive.
Oh, most definitely. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of freaking technical issues right now. I'm kind of about ready to throw everything out the damn window and go to bed. But you guys put on a great show tonight. You only had 2 cautions or 3 cautions, very minimum. You had that really long green flag run at the end where y'all had to do some pit strategies. Your pit strategy came up just a little bit short. You were able to get second place away. How are you feeling right now with a runner-up position?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I'll take a second place after just buying the track a few hours ago. I mean, definitely take second.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And sorry, I'm trying to figure out why everything is not working, and it's aggravating me to no end. But we're gonna get through this. But
it happens.
Next week we are going to where are we going to next week here?
Next week is that's actually a good question. Let me go to the schedule.
Speedway, so another short track there at Rockingham Speedway. Probably a lot more technical track than what we've seen here at Twin Ring, Motega. I think I finally said that right. How are you liking your chances at Rockingham?
Another track that I have to buy, so I'm not really sure. We'll buy it and we'll practice up.
Well, thankfully for me, I have all these tracks so coming up, so I don't have to buy any more. But man, second place finish tonight. Congratulations! You guys put on a really good show at a track that a lot of people did not know. My last question for you is at the end here. When we, you just did not want to let DJ do burnouts. Got a good picture of you trying to prevent him from doing burnouts. What's up with that?
Well, I was trying to catch up to him to do like a tap, like a congratulations tap, but by the time I got to him, he was already doing burnouts. So I don't know. Like it kind of made me aggravated, so I just rammed into him.
There you go. At least it wasn't on the track during the race, man. Congratulations once again. Who can we give a shout out tonight to?
Yeah, just shout out to the league. Shout out to everyone showing up tonight. I know a lot of these guys probably had to buy it, so if you did have to buy it, thank you for showing up. Just for the league. Shout out to you for broadcasting as always. Yeah. And yeah.
All right.
That's about it.
There you go. All right.
I think it's about bedtime for me too.
Yeah, it's definitely a bedtime story that we're reading here. I can hear it in my voice. I'm about ready to hit the hay. But congratulations once again. Congratulations once again on your runner-up position, and we're going to bring back up Stephen Hayes and see if we can actually talk to him now that we were able to talk to you. We'll send you back to the waiting room. We'll try to bring up Stephen Hayes once again. We're going to give him one more opportunity to run his yapper. Stephen Hayes, Mike Lesh in the booth. You got a copy?
My yapper is live. Can you hear me?
Oh my goodness, yes, we can hear you. Let me turn you down real quick because I'm getting a lot of feedback. All right, try that again.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, man. Hey, you had a really good car out there. You led a lot of laps. Uh, you just couldn't save the tires like everybody else did at the end. Your different strategy did not pan out for you like you'd like it to. But third place finish, you're up here talking to me. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as good as winning, but I mean, third place, you get points, and points are good. Stay ahead of DJ in points, so that's amazing. Um, yeah, I mean, I haven't raced this track before. I actually bought it today. Got 1 hour of practice, so not as ready as I should be, but I was out of town for the week. But, anyways, yeah, I just, like DJ says, save your tires. I just could not do that at all today. I felt like I had a fast car. I just couldn't pull it off.
Well, there's a lot of good racing out there. You had a couple of early cautions, and then you went the last 70 laps, green flag all the way. Had to do some green flag pit stops. Were you expecting that little amount of cautions being this track that nobody hardly ever drives?
Yeah, we expect to get cautions right off the get-go just from people pushing it and, testing out different lanes. But I was really hoping for cautions later on, as you could probably have guessed, but I needed them. I was quicker on the short runs. It was a super clean race. We've been having some very clean races recently, but yeah, I was just hoping for cautions later on.
All right. Well, like you said here, you come in as a points leader in the standings, and you're going to leave the points standings leader. We are going to Darlington Raceway next week. How are you liking it back there? Another short track. I think a little bit more of a technical track than, say, the Twin Rings here. How are you liking your chances next week?
Well, I think next week is actually Rockingham.
Oh, yeah. Rockingham. Did I say Rockingham or Darlington?
He said Rockingham, man. He said Rockingham. It's all good. I mean, Rockingham is kind of another short track, so I'm sure DJ is going to be up there. But, more practice is better. I'm sure I'll do pretty good. Hopefully I can save my tires better, but we'll just see how it goes.
Well, right now it's all about conserving that lead that you have in the points lead. Wins are great, but championships are better, right?
That's correct.
All right. Well, man, before we let you go celebrate your third place finish with the rest of the guys, who can we give a shout out tonight to?
Give a shout out to the top 3 guys. DJ Honeycutt winning it, and Michael Hayes, that guy, son of a gun, passing me. Got second. Congrats to him. Give a shout out to you up in the booth. I know you've been tired recently, but glad you are broadcasting these. It's fun to go back and watch them and share them with family and all that good stuff.
Oh yes, make sure you share this one with Mom. Have Mom watch the race with you this time.
Oh yeah, sure. Give out a shout out to Hypershift. Those guys are always fun to race with. Tyler, Dwayne, Donnie, DJ, always fun to race with them. Other than that, love you, Mom.
All right. Well, congratulations once again on your third place finish. We'll send you back down to the waiting room so you can celebrate with those guys. And we're going to bring down the winner of the race. We're going to bring down the man of the hour, the man that had the car to go the distance. DJ Honeycutt, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Mike.
Well, congratulations on the win, man. You had the car to beat. You were the cream of the crop. First win of the season. You started yourself in a hole by missing the first race, but this has got to put you in the right trajectory to go where you want to go and do that three-peat.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Yeah, that missing that one race definitely put me in a hole. But right now, I think I was already in top 10 in points coming into this race. So it's definitely going to help get me closer to the top. But just really got to put together about the rest of the races. We got Rockingham next week. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Smaller than this track, but this track raced a lot like Gateway, which I won that one too in a similar fashion. I just got the lead, later on in the run, and then just walked away with it. But yeah, just like the long corners and then the downshifting into 3 and 4. I mean, I just really want to roll the corners. Make sure you're not spinning your tires and wearing them out. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed racing Steven for a little while. It was hard to pass once I got to him for a little while. Once we were on the saved tires on that first run, but eventually, I just got to him. Just be patient.
Well, I mean, that's what we're going to be facing next week with Rockingham, is to be patient. Rockingham is not a very good track when it comes to, door-to-door racing. You got to be real careful on your turns. You got to be patient getting into the turns and setting your drivers up. How are you liking your chances out at there at Rockingham?
I don't know if I've ever raced an official race or a real race other than AI stuff there. But I love Rockingham. Went there a lot growing up, so we've seen a bunch of races there, and it's a very unique track. It's a shape and just the different bankings and stuff. It's a lot tighter than this track. We had a lot of room for this track to maneuver. But yeah, not so much next week at Rockingham, and it's also really bumpy and really easy to spin out coming off of 2. So yeah, patience, 1 and 2 especially, is going to be a definitely key to having a great race.
Oh, most definitely. It's definitely more of a technical track that we normally see. That like more than twin rings here, and the ARCA cars are so loose going in there. How much is that going to play a factor in your racing next week?
Well, I mean, you always got to be patient with it. I mean, I love the way these cars feel, and I definitely get a feel for it racing it most weeks. So I really just feel like the balance between the power and the downforce and the grip in the tires is really, really good for this car. And I really love racing this car. So just that in itself is just going to help me, do good. I always expect to come in and try to do good. But in the end, it is still a race. Anything can happen. But, going with a good mindset is, it never hurts.
Oh, you definitely, that's the exact way to look at it is, take care of your car and the rest will follow.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super important.
All right. Well, I'm sitting here while I have you on, and I'm kind of like that. I'm trying to upload the points standings and see where this wind is going to take you. And I do believe it's going to take you up some positions here. Let me bring it up right here. I'm uploading as we speak. So while I have you up here, and we can let everybody know. Come on. Like I said, I'm terribly aggravated with technology today. All right, with that win, you jump up 3 spots. You're now up to 7th. You are 79 points behind our leader, Stephen Hayes. Justin LeBlanc jumping up a spot, as well as Jacob Perkins and Michael Hayes jumping up 3 spots as well, going to 4th place. So you still got a little bit of a hill to climb, but I know you're up for the task, and man, good luck on everything, man. Before we let you go celebrate with the Honeycutt clan down there, who can we give a shout out to tonight?
Hey, shout out to the Hypershift Motorsports again. We always do super well together, just as a team, working well together. So I'm always proud to race with them and thankful to be able to race with them. Shout out to Ricky. He had a really good top 10 today, and then Steven for battling me real good and real clean as always. We usually do. Thank you again for broadcasting, and thank you to Global. I always enjoy racing with everybody, so just can't wait to come back and do it again.
All right, man. Congratulations once again on a job well done. Man, we look forward to seeing you next week, and we'll see you next week.
All right, bud. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. That is your winner tonight, DJ Honeycutt. We're going to send him back down to the waiting room, and he can go wherever he wants from there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a great race. Real fun race to watch, real fun race to call. Do apologize for some of the times I seemed like I didn't care. Getting real tired, and look forward to coming back next week at Rockingham, doing it one more time for you guys. For Global Racing Esports Network, I'm Mike Lester. Good night.